Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and whether you're with someone today or flying solo, I just wish you all the best, because not only is it Valentine's Day, but we're preparing for the new moon in Aquarius tomorrow, and that's just going to bring about all kinds of change because, you know, Aquarius is the rebel. And it is all about defying tradition, so I hope that you enjoy and take advantage of the next 3 days for the new moon. Today, I'm excited because I'm, finally breaking some changes myself. I always kept telling myself, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do this, and this year I'm really doing a habit of breaking that. And my wish for this past week was for me to get my vision board together. So yesterday I finally buckled down, I got the printer working, and I made my vision board. So now I have it here every day. So it's one tiny thing, but it really will mean a lot in the long run towards me being happy with everything. So today also, I went ahead and did my daily draw. And it's interesting, today I got perception from Dreams of Gaia, and it's just a matter of that idea of if there's multiple blindfolded people or blind people in a room feeling different parts of an elephant. You know the part of the elephant you're touching. And a lot of the times we then argue with other people who are touching their part of the elephant who think what they're touching is actually different. But it's not until we collaborate and get all together that we realize the whole story. This is what I really come across with in all of my readings and teaching tarot, because I'm like, we learn from other people's experience. We learn from just everybody as a collective. And when we bring in someone else's perception, not only does that make us question ourselves and make us figure out what's going on with us, but it also helps us figure out more about our own situation, and in turn we can help somebody else with theirs, So today for me is just going to be all about different perceptions. What may seem negative, I can easily turn around into a positive, because it's just a matter of different ways of looking at it, which I love that. And one thing, I looked at the bottom of the deck as usual for me to go ahead and see any other guidance that would be there, and today I got Union, which if we can get, it's shiny, but we have Union, there we go. And it's just this beautiful, it has this wonderful dragon lady in the middle with a Celtic knot down here, and she's all lined up with all her chakras. She is in this state of alignment and metamorphosis, because she has this beautiful butterfly here, and she has masculine and feminine coming up from the sides. And it's just absolutely beautiful, because it shows that we are a product of two energies along with all the other energies in the universe. We need to be in balance with our higher being as well as with our inner energy in order for us to actually manifest anything. And it really shows that if you can find this perfect balance, and it's not in the matter of gender when I say masculine and feminine, let me get that out the way. When it's just going more with slow, nurturing, gentle energy versus drive and stability and plans and things like that. So that's what I mean when I say masculine and feminine, because I know that there's some discrepancy with that. But we have those two parts of ourselves. Not all of us are entirely masculine, not all of us are entirely feminine. We have this lovely mix of the two, and we can get thrown off balance sometimes. So it's just a matter of finding that centerpiece, and then you will be in alignment, then you will be in the receiving mode, then you'll be 100% at peace with your divine self. And I find it funny, the more and more that I work on stuff like that, I like to realign my chakras as often as possible, especially before I do readings, and especially before days like Valentine's Day, which are incredibly busy for the tarot world, because then I'm 100% aligned, then I can tap into whatever I want to, and it'll be much easier. So it's funny, the more that I find myself aligned, and the more that I work on balancing those energies, the more often I'm finding I go to rebalance my chakras and my pendulum's like, nope. Why? Am I realigned? Yep. Oh, I'm in alignment. Cool. I don't have to do this as diligently as I used to because I'm working on it. So I want you to see today, and comment below if you'd like, what things in your life could you easily have a different perception on, especially when it comes to today. A lot of people hate Valentine's Day because they're like, oh, I'm single, blah. But it's also a time where you can absolutely love yourself. I know that I have a Valentine's package right now that lets you have a bath spell, and it helps you get fully aligned with yourself and bringing in love and all kinds of things, even if you're single. So it's just like, do you have to hate today? Or could you use this as an opportunity to love yourself and let yourself be your Valentine today? You know? Or could you use this as an opportunity to be a Valentine for someone else? I remember I felt so special one year in high school because I was in choir. I was in all the choir classes. And one of the guys, Nicholas, I always called him Nikolai, he brought in flowers for all the girls in the women's choir. And that was the first time I ever received a flower from a guy. And it was just like, even though I didn't have a Valentine that year, it still made me feel really special. Because I was like, oh, I actually have something. I got a flower. I feel great. And then my first year of college, I realized a friend of mine had gone through a really bad breakup. And she was super upset, and she was worried that she wouldn't have anything that year. And she had started a new relationship, but I told her before they even got together, I'll be your Valentine this year, I'll get you something. And she was like, oh, you don't have to, just like really, really meek. And I was like, no, I said I would, because I understand how important that is and how much that hurts when you don't have someone. So I went, I had 2 Valentines that year actually. I went and I got both of them some chocolate covered strawberries, a flower, and I think a teddy bear or something like that. And I went and I took it to them. And one of them, Izzy, the chick who gave me my first deck, was just like, oh, yay, I got chocolate, oh my god. And then I gave it to Clarissa, and she was just like, oh no, you didn't have to. It's like, yes, I did. I told you that I would. Because even though, you know, I'm not lesbian, even though, like, I'm not attracted to you in that way, you are still my Valentine this year, and I still want to make sure that you have an awesome year, you know? And it's, even if you can't be in a relationship with somebody, even if you can't, you know, have some fun tonight for Valentine's Day, the least you could do is either give yourself a flower, make yourself have a wonderful night, or do that for somebody else, even as a friend. Because the whole point to giving things like that is just making people smile. And when you make someone feel good, it does more for you than it does for them, because it makes you feel amazing, you know? And it's all about equal energy exchange. They give you so much. We have so much support in the tiniest ways. Even if you feel like you're in a world all by yourself, there's always at least one being out there that cares about you, and that's me. So today I'm just sending you all the love, because from my perspective, you're absolutely awesome. So another thing to go with this for Valentine's Day, which I thought was really cute. In the Goddesses for Every Day, we go over the story of Psyche, the Roman goddess, that was said to represent the immortal soul and its quest for spiritual union with a human heart. And the story of Psyche was, everyone thought she was so much more beautiful than Venus or Aphrodite, and started worshiping her more, that Venus sent out Cupid to go and put a spell on Psyche with one of his arrows, but he fell in love with her instead. So one of the tales goes that he brought her to a dark, secluded, like, forest. Yeah, secret garden, and every night he came to her in darkness so they could be together. And she wasn't allowed to see his face, because Cupid in the actual mythos is not very attractive. He's not a cherub. He's a really deformed kind of creature. But Psyche didn't care one night and lit the lamp, and Cupid fled thinking that she hated him. And then she went on kind of this Trials of Hercules quest to go find him. And by the end of it, she did end up being with him again. And they had 2 children named Love and Delight. And it's just this beautiful story of someone following their soulmate, someone being with the one that they want, because it's a spiritual as well as a physical union, and that things aren't always as they seem. Cupid had this perception that Psyche thought he was horrible and a monster, but she really just loved him. And we see stories of this all the time, like with Beauty and the Beast, where it's just like it's more than just looks, it's also about a person's personality. And we see this in real life too, that things aren't always, chocolate and roses, but real life will last no matter what. So I hope you take this Happy Valentine's Day to change your perceptions about love a little bit. And if you like this video, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, share it with other people. I love it. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below or in the Taro and T Facebook group. And I hope you have a wonderful Happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.